Greetings, family. I greet you in the highest salutation of peace. Shalom. Hotep. In the movement of stillness. In this clean and energetic space, I invite you to power up, charge up, elevate, and activate. I am your host and co-pilot, Sawu the God. Mind your breathing. Strap in on your mental seatbelt and enjoy your ride. Namaste. For the good of all, it is my highest intent that you made the most of this time and you move throughout your day in the highest vibration possible. Namaste. Stillness and blessings, family. Love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and blessings, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and blessings, love and light, health and wholeness. To one and to all. I hope this moment of time and timeliness find everybody in the highest vibration possible, in the highest version of yourself. As for me, y'all know the motto, I'm feeling good for no reason at all. It took one day and made 7, so today I'm feeling good as I do any other day. We're gonna get off into these forewords. Forewords took kind of a different nature than usually, but we're gonna see where it go. But for starters, I'm gonna begin by saying, if you don't feel good for no reason at all, you forfeit your right to feel good about anything. And therefore, whatever appear in your life experience will 9 times out of 10 be the dictator over your emotions. So that's why I stress feel good for no reason at all. Thank you for bearing with me, family. I had to make a few adjustments to figure out how we're going to proceed. But I'm going to go ahead and proceed with the 80K loop, book 2, Law of Life. But I will repeat what I said. If you don't feel good for no reason at all, you forfeit your ability to feel good for no reason at all. And therefore, you open the door for whatever occurs in opposition to be the dictator over your emotional world and your physical environment. And with that, we're going to proceed to the 80K Luke, Law of Life, Book 2. We're still on Ascended Masters, Cosmic and Divine Beings. We're on page 362. That may or may not be an angelic number. If you feel compelled, please look it up. Today's topic in the Law of Life is the Djwal code. It's spelled Djwal. So I hope I'm pronouncing it right. The Djwal code. The Djwal code was a Tibetan and was known by the name Guy Benjamin in his youth in the early part of the Theosophical Society. That was before he became an adept. He is often referred to as the Master DK and is also known as the Tibetan. He was on Lemuria and before the continent sank, accompanied Lord Himalaya as he took the treasures to the heart of Asia for safekeeping. He embodied many times in the mountains of Asia and lived in the great lamasseries there. He was Cleinias, the favorite pupil of Pythagoras, and the first cella of Lord Gautama Buddha. It is claimed that he was Arya Sangha who translated the sutras of Patanjali by Shankaracharya into English. He later gave an English paraphrase of them to Miss Alice Bailey. The Djwal code worked with Moria and Kudumi in bringing forth theosophy. He was devoted to Kudumi and built himself a small house further up the ravine from Kudumi's home at Shigatse, Tibet. He willingly served in any capacity in whatever there was to be done, and through such service acquired the name, the Messenger of the Masters. The Messenger of the Masters. It seems he has always preferred to stay in the background and avoid outer recognition as much as possible. He supplied much data for the book, The Secret Doctrine. It's a good book to read, The Secret Doctrine. And a large part of it was dictated by him. He precipitated several pictures during those days of theosophy. The Djwal code, like Moria and Kudumi, the other two wise men, presumably could have attained the ascension at the close of that embodiment, but did not complete it then in order to have the closer physical connection for that future service in connection with theosophy. He attained mastery as Moria and Kudumi had, to the point of suddenly appearing in a room without the door opening, seemingly out of the atmosphere. He became an adept on the second rate. He completed the ascension in the latter part of the 19th century. The Djwal code secured a dispensation to give that work to mankind, that which was given to Alice A. Bailey. He had to persuade her to take it. He had to write quite a bit himself to convince her of the quality of the work and that it was authentic before she accepted it as truth and consented to take the work. Thus, the door to the ascended ones was again open after having been closed when theosophy ceased to function in that capacity, and much more law and spiritual understanding was given, which was a sequence to theosophy. The work had already been laid out at inner levels when Miss Bailey started to take it into 1919. Soon after the 30 years of work was done in 1949, she departed from this world of form, having completed her service. The work brought in a new and wider field and also group work, particularly on the inner realms.
Esoteric teaching has heretofore been obtainable to the student only by your acceptance of the teacher's authority and obedience to that one under oath and pledges. That's no longer needed. The relation between the disciple and the master remains, but with the coming forth of this presentation of spiritual understanding, the former action began to change and the discipleship training was begun in group action. Soul control. That was the beginning of New Age training. The Djwal is more familiar with the working of the hierarchy and the raised than are the other masters. He is in charge of organized thought and wisdom and in authority of cycles or on cycles. His service is to teach, give the spiritual understanding, and expand the knowledge of the law. He gives great assistance to those seeking truth and to the healers who have the welfare of mankind at heart. He works with the Red Cross and such philanthropic movements. He instructs students of the various masters, thereby relieving them of some of their teaching work. He also works with the Healing Devils and certain other Devic groups. He is sponsor for Lord Maha Chohan's retreat at Ceylon. He is also sponsor for Central Asia. His keynote is the Loai Oi. His electronic pattern is that of a hand with a torch similar to that of the Goddess of Liberties. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your time, for your attention, for your inspiration, for your motivation, for your donation, for your love, for your support. Inspire, compliment, encourage. My cash app is $SAIWOODAGOD. That's $Saul God. Feel good for no reason at all, because only you can. Stillness and blessings, love and light, health and wholeness. One family.